Hey traders, welcome to Quick Tips for thinkorswim. I'm Connie Hill, Senior Manager and Education Coach here at Schwab. Today's quick tip are functional uses for the detach feature. What we discussed today is intended for educational and informational purposes only. Don't consider it a recommendation. Now, what I'm about to explain for you is best served for those of you who have multiple monitors or those of you who may have a really big monitor, like I have a 39-inch TV, when you want to see different areas of the platform at the same time. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to head over here to my thinkorswim platform, and this is just kind of a default look right now. I have a grid chart up. I have the news up over here as one of my gadgets, and we really don't need the scratch pad there. But to detach an area of the toolbox, simply all you need to do, for example, for the news, click in this 3-bar menu. And this little icon here with the white box and the white outlined box says detach gadget. And then you select detach and it'll pull it away from the toolbox like it just did there on the live news. Here's the little small version of it, and then here is the much larger version of it after having detached it. The same thing with a grid or a single chart if you wanted to detach it. Again, come up to the action menu and then come down, find that detach icon, and you can do this in multiple areas of the tool set. Now, I'm going to minimize this, and what you're going to see might look a little bit messy initially. Now, imagine that you're seeing this on a really big screen, like my 39-inch TV, or again, if you've got multiple screens, this works great as well. Now, my filming right now is only on a 22-inch monitor. Okay, so things are going to look a little squished because of that. But let's come up here to my top left-hand corner here, and this is where I have a grid chart. And really, this particular grid chart shows me each of the S&P 500 sectors and what each of them are doing in the last month. So it's just kind of a real small view to give us an idea of recent trend, where there's strength, where there's weakness. And then this bottom right corner shows us the SPX overall. Now, I might not want to stare at that all day, but just being able to have it out there as a quick glance can be really helpful. I'm going to go down below it, and I have a heat map selected here. This comes from the Market Watch tab. Again, I've selected on the detach to put it here on my screen. Anytime you do see that icon, that's what that means, and you can also duplicate it. So for example, right now, I am showing the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the different stocks that are on it. Of course, NVIDIA and Apple and Amazon are the big dogs over here. And again, you can size this to whatever is appropriate for whatever monitor you're using. Now, suppose you wanted multiple heat maps up. Could you do that? Absolutely, you could. I'm going to select on this detach icon. It moved it to, opened it on my other screen, so I'm going to move that over to here. And then say, for example, I wanted maybe a heat map of a personal watch list. Maybe I want to see my dividend champions watch list here. Maybe that's something that I'm focusing on. Yes, you could have it open up here as well. Again, you would size this for an appropriate monitor, put it in an appropriate monitor place. Let's go ahead and close that. I also have open here a chart, and down below it, I've got a watch list we're going to use, and I have the live news that I have opened in a little box here. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger for our purposes here. Now, one thing I've done on each of these, follow my big green mouse, is I have linked them together. This one in the red box is a link, but you could use any of these 9 that you prefer. I've just used right now the one in the red box, and I've put the one link there. I've put the link up there by the ticker symbol of the stock, and then we've also got it here on this watch list. So suppose you wanted to go through the watch list. This is the Dow Jones in this case. And the top stock there is Cisco. So you can see the chart that I've got selected there. You can make it bigger or smaller. And when I go down this watch list, it's nice because it'll update the chart up there. It'll update the news over here. And so maybe you have a stock on here that, man, it had a big down day here, wondering what happened with Honeywell. Well, it'll populate Honeywell's ticker over here in the news as well. And then you can go through and see, what was the story that maybe caused it to drop here today? That would be something you'd want to know. Now, this is not an inclusive list of everything that you can detach on the toolbox, but it is a representation of what I find to be really helpful for me personally. Now, what you may want to do is just put the things that are the most important to you to see and have in front of your eyes on a daily basis. Again, if it's on multiple monitors, great. If you've got a great big screen, you can also accommodate it that way. So hopefully this just gives you a few ideas to put the most important elements in front of your eyes.